What is up, movie viewers? Dena Views and Reviews here, asking what you watching. Today, I am watching The Marvels. Now, this movie stars Tiana Paris as Monica Rambeau, Brie Larson as Carol Danvers, and Iman Vellani as Kamala Khan. Samuel L. Jackson, Zawe Ashton, and Gary Lewis are also starring in this movie. Screenplay by Megan McDonough, Nia DaCosta, Elisa Carrassi, Zeb Wells, and it is directed by Nia DaCosta, produced by Kevin Feige. Now, finally, the Marvel sequel to Captain Marvel has been released. Now, this Marvel's movie, Miss Marvel, came out in 2019, and it is also a continuation of the Miss Marvel 2022 miniseries, as well as Monica Rambeau's character continuation from WandaVision. Now, in this movie, three Marvel characters find themselves swapping places with one another each and every time that they attempt to use their powers. Now, the three characters are Carol Danvers, who is the Air Force fighter pilot who is the first Miss Marvel that has superhuman strength, the ability to fly and to project energy. Along with her is the teenager who calls herself Miss Marvel, Kamala Khan, the Muslim teenage mutant from Jersey City who wears the quantum band that gives her the ability to harness cosmic energy and turn light into actual objects, solid objects. She also has a very unhealthy, fanatical fetish for the original Miss Marvel, Carol Danvers. And then there is astronaut and SWORD agent Monica Rambeau, who works for SABRE, which is Strategic Aerospace Biophysics Exolinguistic Response. Monica Rambeau obtained her powers as when she obtained it when she entered the hex that Wanda Maximo on the miniseries WandaVision. That's how she got it. When she tried to enter this hex that she had where she controlled the entire neighborhood. It gives her the ability to manipulate wavelengths of the electromagnetic spectrum. And she is also the daughter of Maria Rambeau, who is the BFF to the original Miss Marvel. And she is her mother happens to be the founder and the director of SWORD, which is an intelligence agency, Sentient Weapon Observation and Response Division. Now, these three ladies are finding themselves popping in and out of one another's spaces at the exact moment that they use their powers. Unexpectedly, they switch places, and it is due to an anomaly that occurred when Miss Marvel and Monica Rambeau both were attempting to investigate a very unusual jump point. So they find themselves in a quantum entanglement that caused them to switch places. Whenever the three simultaneously use their powers, they switch. So eventually, the three of them find themselves in a fight to try and stabilize the entire universe. This is a very entertaining movie. And before watching it, I heard some others who had some unpleasant critiques of this particular Marvel flicks. And after finally checking it out for myself, I decided to give this movie a 3.5 out of 5 stars. Why? Because I found it to be worth the wait, and it was full of action. There was, of course, one part in particular I felt that they could have completely left out of the storyline, and that was the part where they visited the singing planet. It was here that Carol was revealed to be married to the king that was there. It just seemed a bit out of place to me, and honestly, I felt the movie would have been great if it had just been left out completely. Otherwise, I thought this was overall a very interesting, exciting, full of action. It was amusing at times and quite enjoyable movie for the palate. I especially like the character Monica Rambeau. She is a favorite for my babies to watch. They like this character, especially since there aren't any other actual black superhero females per se in the movies for them to watch. And yes, I do put some of the culpability on black filmmakers and black writers and black artists who do have the resources to make these movies. They just choose not to. I guess they don't recognize or understand the impact on the minds of little black girls and little black boys in this society who also enjoy superheroes and they would like to see themselves on the screen. So many just seem to overlook the need for black children to see black men and black women represented as heroes positively on film and without pushing alternative agendas. Now, it is also why I believe that the role of T'Challa in the Black Panther should have been recasted. They should instill and they can continue the Black Panther franchise and just simply recast the character T'Challa with another black man. Chadwick Boseman was a phenomenal actor and he really breathed life into that T'Challa character. He made him lovable and likable and believable, infamous. And he was a hero for young black boys as well as to many others. And he was a good person to mimic. And he further proved why it is so important not to kill off the one and only black male hero, especially one of his stature in particular. I've never seen that done to another character of that particular stature. Now, and although I cried my tears, I just cried my eyes out when I heard of his death, Chadwick, and I still think that the role should have been recasted. He just represented a positive character for little black children. He was a king. He was and highly intelligent king, a black male leader of an advanced black society. He was wise, wealthy, handsome, and deeply in love with a black woman. All of the things that are important and make good role models for little black children. It is very important for our little black boys and girls to be able to see themselves positively reflected and represented on screen as well. So I will say it again. Please recast T'Challa. Let him remain the Black Panther. Bring him back. Now, The Marvels is rated PG-13, and if you would like to check out The Marvels, you most certainly can, because it is currently streaming on Disney+. Subscribe and share your thoughts on this film. This has been Dena Views and Reviews, inviting you to join me right here weekly for my next review and our recommendation. And I want you to remember, it's my view. Now, what you watching?